Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is getting your emergency pantry stocked up and ready. And you're probably asking me, I've got what I need. Yeah, but listen, we as a whole, okay, are going to be experiencing something that I don't think any of us ever thought that we would experience in our lifetimes, especially those of us that live here in Florida. Um, and I know Texas is seeing it, California is seeing it, all the Gulf Coast, the states are seeing it, the coastal areas are seeing it. And I don't think a lot of people realize that when we have to deal with something like this, okay, they are given everything that they need in order to start a new life, whereas we are pushed to the wayside. They will get EBT, health insurance, housing, and the like. And with those EBT cards, they will literally go to the supermarkets, wipe them out, and most likely sell that food on the street for pennies on the dollar, or much more than what it's actually worth. So I want you guys to please just take my advice and get your emergency pantry going. Now, I know that we all have like our do not touch pantry. We have our working prepper pantry. Okay, we have all that. But an emergency pantry, I feel, is important as well. The most important step that you can take to protect you and yours in an emergency is to prepare in advance. We see the red flags, we have the warnings. So what are you waiting for? That's pretty much what I'm saying. Keeping your pantry stocked with necessities is fairly simple. It provides important peace of mind. You're not going to have to worry about going to the store, because the last thing that you want to worry about when a disaster like this especially strikes is how you're going to keep you and yours fed. So the first thing you want to make sure you have in your emergency rations is plenty of water. Humans can live several weeks without food, but only 2 to 4 days without water. In emergencies, water from the tap, from your sink, it could be contaminated. And it can be hard to tell whether it's safe to drink or not. So, you'll want your emergency rations to last for a long time. After all, you never know when it's going to strike, how it's going to strike, how long it's going to last. So, stocking up on foods with a long shelf life is the way to go when it comes to preparing for an emergency. One of the best food options with long shelf life is like canned goods. Okay, you should stock up on like beans and veg and meats and fruits. Make sure to diversify your canned food selection though, because there's no telling how long you will be relying on these options as sources of nutrition. And you'll need to prioritize a balanced diet to maintain your strength. Dried goods are a great alternative to canned foods. Additionally, items like peanut butter are great for necessary fats. They have a longer shelf life than nuts themselves. Choose a peanut butter that's processed, that doesn't need to be refrigerated. Powdered peanut butter is a great thing to have. As for sweets, chocolate bars are fairly shelf stable. If you like dark chocolate, you're in luck. Why? Because when chocolate has more cocoa in it, it lasts longer than milk chocolate, right? So chocolate bars are a sound decadent in an emergency situation. It will bring your butt down to earth, and you will relax and you will be okay. What's next on the list? Um, Other packaged candies also have long shelf lives. It's always good to have comfort foods, and prepping for normalcy is a must. Another useful non-canned food is microwavable rice. I don't know if you've ever bought this, but I have, and it's wonderful in an instant just to make something quickly. Rice that comes in vacuum sealed packages is already cooked and decontaminated, and microwaving it just heats it up. You can eat this rice directly out of the bag. And once the rice is open, it becomes contaminated because, air and stuff like that. So you'll need to eat it. But it does taste amazing. I buy jasmine rice and stuff like that. And it comes in like a little container thing like that. And it's very nice. I get them at Aldi's. So eating bland, canned food, it's going to get old real quick. Store some extra spices. You got salt, you got pepper, you've got paprika, okay, cinnamon, anything. Anything that you like, keep it on hand. Keep your flavors diverse by adding some canned or dried foods to your emergency rations. You may grow tired of only eating savory foods, and fruits provide necessary carbs. Although an emergency scenario is not the time to be picky, set yourself up with a success with a wide variety of textures and flavors, because you do not ever want to get food fatigue. Keep several days worth of extra food for your pets as well. If you have the space, store an extra bag of dried food at all times. If not, keep at least a week's worth of pet food on hand in case you are running low and you can't make it to the grocery store to purchase more. All right. In addition to food items, you will want to keep disposable plates, utensils, paper towels, napkins, cups on hand, because cleaning up after you eat will be particularly important. If you can store enough water to wash dishes after eating, you won't need to worry about purchasing disposable dishware or dinnerware, but it's always good to have it on hand anyway. So if you are still at a loss and you are new to all of this and what's going on, and you're like, okay, great, but I don't know where to start, I got you, okay? Do like canned beans and veg and fruit and meats and fish and chicken, beef and turkey. Soups, canned soups, instant oatmeal, dry cereal, condiments and spices. Those are very important, whether you realize it or not. Believe me, you'll be screaming for ketchup. Stock, broth, like chicken, beef, bone, and veg stock. Jelly, peanut butter, instant coffee. Sanka is my preferred, or Nescafe. Dried meats like jerky is good to have. If you have little nuggets, okay. Jarred baby food and formula, okay. Toddler food is good. Or you could do like what I've been doing and making your own homemade baby food and juices on no sugar baby juices from real fruit. I've been doing that for quite a while because my grandbaby is due in June. Chocolate bars, obviously, candies, honey is good, especially if you like your teas. Protein bars, rice, dry beans. Let's see what else. Instant mashed potatoes. Those are a favorite in this house. Some pastas. Just think about what you eat on a general basis. Okay. And when you go shopping, pick up an extra container or two, or extra box or two of each thing that you're buying. Okay. That you know that you're going to be like, you know what? I don't want to be stuck with Chef Boyardee. That's what I have in my hurricane emergency food kit. I don't want to be stuck with that, because honestly, neither would I. So, just think about the things that you eat all the time, okay? And just buy extras, okay? Because remember, one is none, two is one. So why not buy 3? Okay, so what that means is, say you have some tuna fish, okay, and you've got 1 can of tuna fish. Well, actually, you've got 0 cans of tuna fish because you're about to eat that can of tuna fish. So what do? You have 2 cans of tuna fish. Well, technically, you only have 1 can of tuna fish because you're going to eat 1 and have 1 for later. So why not buy 3? Okay, so you'll have 1 for now and 2 for later. It's like having an insurance policy almost, okay? All right, guys, I am out of here. I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.